Hello again, it's James from the 11 Plus Tutors. Today I'm just going to talk to you about how we start out with children first coming into tuition, just from normal mainstream schooling. Usually the younger ones, like year 4s, sometimes year 5s, we have to refresh this stuff. So starting out with decimal numbers, whenever kids see a decimal point, it tends to scare them. Okay, so we just start from ground up really. We start with place value. So in school, typically, children already know that we used to call it units in my day, but now they call it ones. We've got ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. And we just start with some nice activities to get children to understand positions to the right of the decimal point. So you've got tenths, hundredths, thousandths, tenths of thousandths. And for example, we might show them something like 3.4. We might say, which position is the 0.4 in? Well, of course, it's in the tenths column, so they can identify things like that. So we do a few exercises with those. And then we move on to addition in columns, but using decimal numbers. And it's actually very straightforward. We just remind children that when you add, subtract and divide, you just need to remember shirt buttons. So you line the numbers up using the decimal points, and that's something kids often get wrong when they first start doing this. Whatever happens, the decimal point is the point at which you align the numbers. So I'll show you here. We've got two numbers here with a different number of decimal places. This one's got 1 decimal place. This number's got 2 decimal places. So that's 6.28 plus 4.3. So we line it up using the decimal point. Now, we will see a gap here. So I always train, some people don't do this, don't tell kids this. I always tell kids to add a placeholder, add a 0. It's just easier on the eye. It just makes things all together aesthetically easier to deal with. So then we carry the decimal point down like shirt buttons into the answer. Of course, this is 8. Of course, this is 5. And of course, this is 11. And this is the simple stuff that we start with. I'm going to follow up with some more decimals videos later on, how we progress through to multiply and divide and that kind of thing. And then of course this is absolutely important for things like money problems in the 11 plus, even worded money problems. You're essentially dealing with decimal numbers. I hope you found this interesting. I look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye.